My name's Ben East, I'm the director of Earthwise Construction. Earthwise Construction has been around since 2006, originally in Brighton, and in Bristol we moved here in 2015. Primarily I set it up to try and make a difference for climate change, building buildings that perform as they're supposed to perform. We started as a construction company through doing timber frame and passive house developments. We ventured out into MVHR, which is mechanical ventilation with heat recovery, and then gradually we started to do more and more of that.
I've been designing and installing MVHR systems for about 12 years now. It's a whole house ventilation system. It brings in fresh air from outside and it goes through a heat exchange core where it's pre-warmed, and that's supplied to your habitable rooms. So your living room, dining room, bedrooms, etc. The air circulates throughout the property and is extracted from your wet rooms. And that would be your kitchen, bathrooms, utility rooms, WC. You're going to be recovering about up to 96% of the heat that would normally be lost through background ventilators and windows. The wet rooms are the areas where there's potential for humidity to build up. And you want to be able to extract at those points so the humidity doesn't spread throughout the property. The warm air is then extracted out, goes through the heat exchange core, which is, again, pre-warming the incoming fresh air from outside.
We've seen a huge increase in demand for MVHR in the last few years. I think people are really much more aware of indoor air quality, reducing energy bills, as well as obviously reducing carbon footprint. We've responded by expanding our offering. So for MVHR, we're able to offer a full turnkey service now. We can do design, supply, the install, the commissioning, and of course servicing as well.
Traditionally, most houses just have intermittent extractors in the bathroom that come on with a light switch, and I would say on the whole those don't work very well. They may work in the factory. As soon as you put them in a real life scenario with some bends on or a little bit of ductwork, they don't do anything.
Conventional ventilation, you're probably talking about background ventilators or vents over your windows and doors, or air bricks through the walls. Fresh air freely moving in and out of a house, and you're going to be losing heat through those purpose-made holes in your walls.
MVHR is the only system where you're actually putting fresh filtered air into the living spaces of the property. So that isn't done by any other system there. So from an indoor air quality perspective, it's much better because you're getting that filtered air and you can filter out pollen and finer particulate matter. Then obviously you get the heat recovery benefits.
There's minimal heat loss. Up to 96% of the heat is recovered in the system, and that means you are heating the interior of the home less, whereas with a conventional system, any fresh air from outside, if it's freezing outside, you have freezing cold air coming in. You have to heat that all the way back up to a comfortable temperature indoors.
So we moved into a new industrial unit in Bedminster, Bristol in 2022, which now has a showroom which has 2 fully functioning MVHR units, as well as far infrared heating panels and a range of air tightness products that people can come and have a look at. We also offer demand controlled ventilation as an alternative to MVHR for those who perhaps don't have the budget for MVHR or have space constraints in the home. And you can come and have a look at a demand controlled ventilation system here in our Bristol showroom.
The main comment we get from clients is that it's a very comfortable environment living with MVHR. It feels quite fresh and just a nice feeling. That's the general comment. And I'd say quiet as well, which is important because there's a lot of ventilation systems out there and they're very noisy. So a well-designed MVHR system like the ones we do, you shouldn't be able to hear it. So that's another comment we get, that it's just doing its thing in the background and people don't really realise it's there.
The system itself, a lot of our clients have immediately noticed that the air indoors stays at a comfortable temperature. They're not having to run their central heating as often or as intensely to keep the comfort level inside. So your heating costs are definitely going to be going down.